You know what really pisses me off sometimes? When people blame everything on autocorrect. Like, I do that. I blame everything on autocorrect, but we all know that most of us just can't spell. And that's what we're gonna be looking at today, guys. What's up? Welcome to Reaction Time. Today, we're gonna be looking at some hilarious photos of people who didn't proofread. Guys, always, before you send anything, a text message, even when you say something, you always think about what you're gonna say, or you reread it. Just reread what you say. Did I say reread? It's not even a word. I'm pretty sure that's not a word. See, I have a problem. So without further ado, I think we're just gonna jump right into it. So let's go, let's do this. Homemade apple butter. So I got some hoes in the back. There's some slutty girls, and they made some apple butter. So you guys, I don't know, it probably tastes a little nasty. A little nasty because they're hoes. Homemade. Made in home. Not homemade. No hoe made it. Hoes can't make apple butter. They can make other things too though. Like, I'm just saying. Everyone has the right to be stupid, but you're abusing that privilege. Can you spot the mistakes? Please tell me if you can spot the mistakes. I see two. But is not with two T's. The other mistake was your. Please don't mix them up. Come on. This is some like 4th grade English right here. I just love how I just didn't even notice that. Look what it says. Speak English or get the f out. Bro, you can't even speak English. Are you getting out? Where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? SpongeBob is here hiring managers. I'd love to meet SpongeBob at Burger King. Maybe they're using SpongeBob to get more sales because you know McDonald's, like Burger King's kind of running out of business. Maybe if you get SpongeBob to hire the people, it'll make the place all fun and kind of stupid because you know SpongeBob is not the brightest. But I love SpongeBob. I talk a lot. Hunters, please use caution when hunting pedestrians using walk trails. Who hunts Where is this? This is in America? Oh, it makes sense. It's America. So Jenny decided to write a post on Facebook. I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on. Someone commented, this is one of those times when the difference between then and then is very important. She used the wrong one. So basically she's saying, I'd rather be pissed off than I want someone to piss on me. I just love the warm feeling of pee on my body. Feels so good. Pee on me! Attention! Toilet only for disabled, elderly, pregnant children. Thank you for shopping with us. So this toilet is only for disabled, elderly, pregnant children. So if you're not a disabled, elderly, pregnant child, then you don't get to use the toilet. You have to be a disabled. Wait, how can you be elderly and a child? Is there such a thing? Can you be elderly and a child? I don't think so. But you should be disabled and pregnant. So you should be a 7-year-old that's low-key 70 years old that's disabled. So you can't, let's say you can't walk and you're also pregnant. So you're a 7-year-old that's I love this. You know UGG boots? UGG? A very expensive brand name for boots. Well, someone decided to spell it wrong. So it's more like, boots. I hate boots. I just hate boots. Go slow. Accident porn area. What? I think they meant go slow, accident prone. When you're prone to get an accident. So these guys are all adult actors? They're in the adult industry? Oh, proud mommy moments. She used the correct use of there and she's only in 2nd grade. I know 30-year-olds that can't do that. Can I do what they're doing? No, she didn't use the right... She literally did not use the right one. She used there. It's not, it's they are. Can I do what they are doing? Not there. It's not there. It's not theirs. It's not. Oh, it's not there. Oh my God. She didn't use the right one and the mom thinks it's the right one. Oh, correct use of there. She's only in 2nd grade. Wait, so the mom is in 1st grade? Damn. The average North American consumes more than 400 Africans? You're telling me as an American I eat 400 Africans? No, I don't want to eat I feel so bad for a lot of them. They're starving. Why the hell would I want to eat Africans? Their life is bad enough. Buy bed. Free one-night stand. So if I buy this bed, I finally lose it? Oh, yes. You guys don't understand. I've been waiting for so long. Like all my friends make fun of me. I'm gonna lose it. If I buy this bed, I get to do it on the bed with some, wait. I think they meant buy bed. And you get a free one stand, like a nightstand. Not free one night stand. You get one nightstand for free. Like the one that you put near your... Damn it! Don't wear black people. That's racist. Don't wear them. No, don't wear black, comma, people. Don't wear black, people. That's what they meant. What? Ladies and gentlemen, this is why commas are a huge benefit to society. Shoplifters will be prostituted. Shoplifters will be prosecuted. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I have to call Jenny. Jenny, you're not a prostitute. I am so sorry. Prosecute. Violators will be towed and fined $50. Okay. I get to fine $50? What do you want me to violate? Do you want me to violate women? Do you want me to violate this parking space? Can I violate myself? Fined $50. A fine. You don't find $50, because if you do, then everyone will be a violator. And then bone ape tit. There's some ape titties? Bon appetit. Oh, bon appetit. Oh, okay. Would you like some free wood? Would you like some free wood? It's free. I don't want it anymore. So would you care for some free wood? I mean, would you care to subscribe too? Because I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Click on another video if you're still, if you're subscribed to this channel, or if you're new, make sure to subscribe by clicking this circle right here. And with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know some more video ideas. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time in another episode. Have a great one, guys, and peace out.